Save Our Planet UK Climate Change Conference addresses priority areas. On November 3rd, the nonprofit World Preservation Foundation hosted a unique gathering at the historic Central Hall, Westminster in London, with speakers from government, science, media, and advocacy organizations to discuss the increasingly evident effects of climate change and its important connections to food production and consumption.
Leaders Preserving Our Future Place Some Priorities on Climate Change, which held a press conference at the British Houses of Parliament, was attended by experts and dignitaries such as the Duchess of Norfolk, High Commissioner for Antigua and Barbuda, Dr. Carl Roberts, Dr. Esther van der Weert, a representative from the United Nations Environment Programme, and the ambassadors of such countries as Russia, Bolivia, Nepal, and others.
The session began as respected international experts presented some of the pressing issues of global warming and their links to agriculture.
There are, in the polar regions, two large ice sheets, one in Greenland and one in Antarctica. Each has the capacity, the ice in it, to raise global sea level by many meters.
You have the red curve that are the number of fire spots in the Amazon forest, and at the same time we have the concentration of black carbon, and it really goes together. We are having the transport of black carbon to Antarctica. It's really related to the expansion of cash crops and cattle farming.
Speakers further addressed meat production's impacts on the environment, as well as the opportunity to resolve them through changing diet and farming practices on a wide scale.
There are a remarkable number of win-win aspects when we talk about reducing methane. Moving to a more plant-based diet, which would reduce both CO2 and methane, and probably doing that primarily on a health basis.
So on the left, you see a lot of different crops, while on the right you see the animal products. And if you just look at it through your eyelashes, you can see that the greenhouse gas emissions per kilogram are a lot higher for these animal products than they are for the crops.
During the conference, national-level legislators, including British members of Parliament, Mr. Chris Williamson, and vegan Ms. Kerry McCarthy, discussed necessary government actions.
We've also, I think, got to win the hearts and minds of the wider general public. And that means, I think, looking at how we can encourage people to look at lifestyle, how they can encourage people to perhaps eat less meat, given that the livestock industry does contribute to a large extent to climate change emissions.
While we're trying to fight the battle for adopting a more environmentally friendly diet in this country and across Europe, we need to be trying to take that argument to the developing world too, and issues like deforestation, climate change and lack of water supply.
In addition, health, social, humane and industrial benefits of shifting away from animal products were also advocated by such experts as esteemed American physician Dr. Joel Fuhrman.
It's the fountain of youth. When you follow a plant-based diet rich in micronutrients, with vegetables and beans and mushrooms and onions, which all have particular and specific ingredients which target the cell's repair mechanisms to increase DNA repair from broken crosslinks that could lead to cancer. These foods have healing properties to protect the body against the diseases that ravage modern society.
The event's special guest of honor was Supreme Master Ching Hai, who delivered a message via video on solving the large environmental crises of concern in the meeting. Touched by her heartfelt words, some attending VIPs later requested copies of her message.
Thus, if these 6 factors are not stopped fast, we risk losing everything. I mean everything. So please consider what is really at stake now. What is really our foremost urgent priority at the present time. It's not just political reputation or economy. It's the lives, real lives of all inhabitants on Earth. Humans, animals, plants, trees, etc. Even without the civilization busters threatening our planet's survival, an organic vegan diet would immensely improve the quality of our lives, spiritually also. It can curb the water and food crisis and restore nature's life support systems. It also happens to be the most rapid, cost-effective, and the only feasible climate solution, one that every nation can easily implement. In sum, only with the organic vegan solution can we still save our planet. Respected and honorable ladies and gentlemen, I beseech you and all the leaders to please help our world. Please save our planet.
Our appreciation all dignitaries, distinguished speakers and participants of this conference on planetary priorities, with thanks as well to Supreme Master Ching Hai for sharing her timely thoughts for this discussion. May we all recognize the organic vegan lifestyle as the rational, effective way to save our only home, the Earth.
Please tune in to Supreme Master Television's Words of Wisdom at a later date for the full broadcast of this conference with Supreme Master Ching Hai with multi-language subtitles.